but you can't grow if you're in there.
Exactly, and growth doesn't stop with age. You know, sometimes we think we get to a certain age and I'm too old to do this, or that ship has passed, and that's not true. Every day that we're alive, we live and breathe. Cicely Tyson was 98, still acting, writing books. So I think as we are looking at change, it's not something to fear, but with expectation, that's that shift in perspective. And even if it's something difficult that you're going through, we all have to go through difficult seasons, and when we go through those seasons, even to ask ourselves, what is the lesson in this? What am I going to learn that's going to help me be better, or help someone else in the future, or be wiser in some way?
Stacy, when you've talked with folks about this, because it's a big deal to go from this to opening up. I mean, let's just literally, there's more surface area with which to, work, which is wonderful, but it's a big deal to open up and do this. So how, folks come to you for insight. How do you advise that you open up?
You know, for me, it's really going back to purpose. So if you understand, like, what are the things I'm passionate about, where does my purpose come from? Your purpose is not static. So for me, it's being an encourager. I do that through writing, I do that through speaking, I do that through these Motivational Mondays. So when the opportunity came to do this, I could have said, well, no, I'm just going to focus on writing my books, or I'm just going to focus on my social media. But this is an opportunity to speak to an audience in a different way. And so what are the possibilities there? Who might I connect with? Who might I touch? Who may I help walk into their purpose? So if you lean into whatever your particular purpose is, sometimes that shifts you out of your fear. It makes you do things that are bigger than yourself, and that's kind of how we have to look at it. I grew up very shy, and people are surprised when I say that, but my family remembers when we would go into a space and I would cry because people would look at me. My purpose is what has allowed me to do the things that I do now, and so that's something to lean into when you're concerned about doing something uncomfortable.
One of the things that happens, you mentioned opening doors, one of the things that happens when you open a door and walk through, you might leave that door open and others may follow as well.